St. Louis, the gateway to the West, is now the gateway to the best.
Swing and get up, baby! Get up, get up, get up, get up! Home
The game is over. The series is over. The wait is over.
What's happening, nerds? This is John Nerding Out with Cards, and I'm doing a long overdue video because I've had this stuff for a little bit now, and need to show you all and give credit where credit is due. But I've been the lucky recipient of more gifts, and man, I've been slacking in that department myself. But I got to get to like an LCS or something and find some cards that I think people would like. But anyway, I got a few gifts here, and the first one I'm going to show is from my buddy Brian. He's I've talked about him before, but he's a big time Ozzie Smith collector, and he and I text back and forth a lot. We've met up here in St. Louis. He hails from the Denver, Colorado area. I know he goes like some of the same card shows as Ken's Cardboard. But dude's an awesome guy, and he's got more Ozzie Smith cards than I do now. He gives me updates every time he picks them up. But he sent me a bunch of Ozzie Smith cards. It's this 87 Donruss All-Star Super. And then some modern Ozzie Smith cards. So I'll show those. I remember having that back when I collected his post-playing days cards. Heading for the Hall. I love the theme of this card. And that's back when Leaf had licensing and everything. It's sick. I think this is a refractor of 2007. Another playoff portrait. I like those art rendition cards. Topps Chrome. And here's a really cool one. Stadium Club of Ozzie signing autographs. And I got a soft spot for those cards where he's signing autographs, like the 1993 Topps, just because it brings back memories of when I've gotten to meet Ozzie. And then here's another Stadium Club. And I think this is like a black and white parallel. So, super cool, Brian, if you end up watching this. Thank you. Next is, let me get his card out. And Brian, he sent me a letter with it too. But we got Off-Center Leonard card cast. And, he sent a ton of gifts out to so many people. Very generous of him. Because, he has the Whatnot store. And unfortunately, it's like, I don't really know a whole lot about Whatnot. But from what I gather, there's like dates and times to like be on like a show or something of the sort to be able to buy cards. And I follow his store, but like the dates and the times don't really match up, and I haven't been able to. But hopefully I can at some point. But Lenny sent me a note. Really cool stuff. I'm not the kind that reads them out on the videos, you know what I mean? But real quick, he sent me some Ken Boyers. This postcard, and this is in stunning condition too. 63 Leaf, 63 post, and then check this out. And I think these cards are just so cool. But y'all remember the Project 2020 cards? And just, I think they're really awesome stuff. I have a few others. So that was really cool that he sent me this one of Bob Gibson, and it's this artist's like play on Bob's rookie card. This one right here is an autographed John Tudor card. And so, Lenny, this is actually going to replace the card I have of John Tudor in my Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum collection. Because this is John Tudor's first Cardinals card, because it's from the 85 Topps Traded. Phenomenal season by John Tudor that year. But it's so cool. This card's from you. It's autographed, so I think it'd be really cool to put in that binder. And then here we got a Whitey Herzog autograph card from 83 Topps. This is his first solo Cardinals card. So that's just awesome. And then these really cool Kellogg's cards, and they're everybody's very well familiar with them. We got Bob Forsch, all-time great Cardinal, who's in the Cardinals Hall of Fame. Gary Templeton. We got another Bob Forsch. Here we go. George Hendrick. The designs on these are just phenomenal. Keith Hernandez. And I'll try to go through these somewhat faster. But these, I don't really know a whole lot about these, but these look like transfers or stamps or something of the sort. That was upside down. And then I know like these are top stamps. Tim McCarver, Ray Sadecki, and the like team stamp. Those are awesome. And then here we have a Bob Gibson. That's really cool. And then he put a note right here, Topps test issue, missing the back and bottom cloth. So I don't really know a whole lot about this, but check that out. Topps test issue. That's pretty sweet. We got a whole nother stack of Cardinals cards. So Nelson Briles, Milton Bradley, Cardinals team card. And these I think are really cool. I've seen these before. I've never had one. But these are by Fleer. And they just celebrate past World Series. So the Cardinals beat the Yankees in 42. Beat the Red Sox in 46. And then check these ones out. So, you already saw the Ken Boyer, but it's like damn near a team set of these postcards. So we got Kurt Simmons, Kurt Flood, what was it? Larry Jackson, Ernie Broglio. Won't be the last time you see him. Lindy McDaniel, Carl Sawatsky. I always have a hard time pronouncing his name. Carl Warwick, and then Joe Cunningham. So that's really cool, but then it doesn't stop there. Because then we have the 61 post, and it's the same thing. It's like damn near a team set. You got Broglio in here. Bill White's in here. I mean, that's just so cool. And then check that out. Bob Gibson. Really young Bob Gibson from 63. I mean, shoot. You got some more of the 63 leaf cards, to include Broglio. And he was a really good pitcher before the trade to the Cubs, and I think a lot of people forget that. Here we go. We got Albert Pujols, Ozzie Smith, miscut, awesome. Keith Hernandez. I love this Ted Simmons card. And I don't know much about this, but a Nestle Rogers Hornsby, Gary Templeton. And then here we go. We got a rookie year card of Willie McGee from the Top Stickers. And then this is some sample card promo thing for the 53 Bowman. Some of these, I've seen these before. TCMA cards, all-time greats. We got Musial, Gibson, Ozzie. And then this one's actually really cool. This Pat Corrales card, because I've toyed with the idea of collecting all the Cardinals Rookie Cup cards. And so if I end up doing that, there's a few in this package that Lenny sent me. Spring training schedule for the Mets and Cardinals, and it happens to be from a Cardinals World Series season. Ozzie Permagraphics. And this one's pretty cool. This JD Drew, and was it 99? Yeah, 99. This insert card from EX. But it's acetate and everything. Favorites of Fenway. Oh, for Fenway 99. But that's really freaking cool. And of course, he did not end up making the All-Star team. Scott Rowland. Larry Walker. Big Mac. And Matt Morris. Awesome stuff. And then what's really cool is he also sent me some hockey cards. A bunch of Brett Hull cards. All-Star card. Bowman's Best. Here's a Jeff Brown, and his son actually plays for the Blues now. SPX. Brett Hull. And then was this Fleer Ultra Power. Brendan Shanahan. And I love these really cool 90s cards. This Brett Hull card here. I know Ozzie has a card like this too. And it's funny because I just picked one of these up, but Lenny sent me this Donruss Elite. Brett Hull, just such an awesome card. And then a Brendan Shanahan artist proof card. So tons and tons of stuff. Lenny, thank you. And then he's got a YouTube channel. I'll link it down below. I think most people are very well familiar with him by this point, but in case you are not, go check out his channel. Go check out his Whatnot store. From what I understand, he sells some really cool stuff, and I've seen people show the stuff that they bought from him in addition to the stuff that he sends out to everybody. And that's what's really cool about this too, is he actively sells cards on that store of his that's on Whatnot, but then he sends all this stuff out to everybody and he tailors it to the person he's sending it to, and that's just really cool. The last person I'm gonna shout out here, and I gotta message this guy, but Lou Rock TV, he sent me a package too, and one of the things he said, sorry for the delay. I'm like, shit, man, I didn't even know you were sending anything, so I don't know what delay you're talking about. But based on this note, I'm hoping that everything's going well with him, especially with retirement and everything from the force. But again, people, I think they know me because he sent me a bunch of Ozzie Smith cards, and I love this Fleer Ultra, man. Oh, I miss them. And he sent me a bunch of Yachties. 22, 21, 20, 20, 19. And this is one of the opening day cards. And this sweet Stadium Club card of him, stopping Votto from scoring there. Just an amazing, amazing image. Awesome Yachties. Stan the Man. And again, Stadium Club with their just phenomenal imagery that they put on these cards. And then here's a Donruss, or Panini Donruss. But I think they did a really good job on this one. Yeah, it's unlicensed, so like the logos aren't there, but I think they did a pretty good job of that. Here we go. We got some Vince Coleman's. That dude was lighting it up before he went to the Mets. Todd Zeile. And I haven't looked it up, but I remember back in, 95, the Cardinals traded him to the Cubs. That might be the last time the Cardinals and Cubs have made a trade together. I don't know. Jimmy Ballgame. Check out this. Joe Torre. I know Joe Torre is one of Lou's guys because Joe, led them to that dynasty as a manager, but really cool Cardinals card that he sent me. Another Jimmy Ballgame. And then kind of going back to with Lenny and the Rookie Cup stuff, but he sent me Colton Wong's Rookie Cup. Another Colton Wong. And that guy, man, he had so much talent. That refractor right there. And it was just putting it together consistently, But he did win a Gold Glove. And then here we go. We got Harrison Bader and his Rookie Cup card. Another Gold Glove winner. Another Colton Wong here. I don't know what kind of refractor that is, but really cool stuff. Oh, man, we had so much hope for him. Dylan Carlson. From when they did the 92. So this was, 22 or something? No, 21. And then this guy, look at this. Tino Martinez. Much more known for his time with the Yankees, of course. Really good player for the Mariners. And they brought him in to replace Big Mac. And it went, but serial numbered out of 134. Was it Donruss Team Heroes? It's a platinum insert. Really cool stuff. And then he sent me these top loaders from the 2024 National. But check this out. And I have one of these, but man, this is in stunning condition. That I'm probably gonna put this one in the Ken Boyer binder. I don't know, but I mean, the one I have. It's not as glossy. It's definitely used. I'm not sure. This could go in the Card Community binder. It could go in the Ken Boyer binder. But phenomenal copy of this Ken Boyer Aurora Vision card record, whatever you want to call it. But man, that's so cool. So cool. So anyway, those are the gifts, a long overdue video to shout these guys out. Again, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Lenny. And thank you, Lou Rock TV. I just like saying that. That's kind of funny. But no, thank you guys so much. I definitely need to go out and get more pages. Definitely another binder. So it's really flattering when this kind of stuff happens. I know I've said that before, but when unexpected packages come in and it's cards where obviously like these guys like just put thought and effort into it, and it means a lot, especially on those days where it's not going so hot. But anyway, I'm just kind of rambling. Thank you guys, and thanks for nerding out with me.